to Chucho's kitchen, and today we're going to be making shrimp scampi. Alright, so the star of the show, his name is Chucho. He has been in our family for 10 years. 10 whole years. He's a Labrador Retriever, and I am his helper. Let's get this started. So, what we're going to do first, we're going to shell some shrimp. I like to get the shell shrimp because with the shells, I actually make a stock that's going to be very flavorful for the shrimp scampi. So let's get all this ready. Mooch, how you like? Do they smell good? Do they smell fresh? All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to use a little bit of coconut oil, and Moochie loves the smell of coconut oil, don't you? How many? 1 tablespoon? 1 teaspoon. He says 1 teaspoon. We're just going to put it up on a nice little hot pot, like this. Let it all melt. Alright, so it's nice and warm. You're going to add the shells, right, Mooch? Oh, and then you can hear that sizzling right there. Boom. Give them a little stir. They're going to start turning pink. What do you think, Mooch? Good? Alright. We're going to start turning pink a little bit, and you're just going to keep them going there. Once you see that the shrimp is pink, has turned pink, maybe like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you're going to add some water. You can always add a little bit of stock, chicken stock, shrimp stock, but I'm just going to add water because I didn't want it to be just purely this shrimp's flavor. And then you're just going to let it reduce down for a little bit until it's maybe like a third reduced. So one thing I love is garlic. My best friend Jackie, she knows that garlic is life. Puppies can't have garlic, right, Mooch? No to garlic. Good boy. So I like to cut them up in slices. Just nice, uniform slices. So just slices, because once it gets cooked in the oil and the butter, you're really not gonna get that strong garlicky taste. You're gonna get more of a delicious butter, and it's just such a good flavor. And I'm gonna cut actually quite a bit. I'm doing this because I like cooking for Chucho. I like making him breakfast, waking up in the morning. Whenever I make myself and my wife a omelet, I make him a little doggy-friendly omelet. For dinner, I cook different foods, and I get him some dog-friendly foods also. Which it's not just cooking here for humans, but it's the point of this show is to cook for us humans and make it so you can share with your dog also. So once I got enough garlic, I'm gonna cut up a shallot. If you don't have a shallot, it's fine. It's fine. I like the flavor of it. It's like a flavorful garlic and onion mixture. So I like it. If you don't have it, it's totally fine. No, you're not gonna need it. Just adds a little bit of extra flavor. I'm gonna cut it up, dice it up nice and small. All right, so now you can see that the liquid has been reduced quite a bit. We're gonna actually strain it here. Put it all there, and then you're gonna make sure you squeeze the liquid from the shrimp. So just shake it up. You see still liquid's coming out. Liquid's coming out. You can use the spoon to squeeze it. All right, and then we save this for later. All right, so you're gonna put some olive oil in your pan, and you're gonna put the shallots in. Oh yeah. Just put the shallots in for now. We're gonna cook them until they're a little translucent. I believe the correct word is sweat them. You want to sweat the shallots. The reason you don't put the garlic and the onions at the same time is because the garlic will cook a little faster, and I don't want it to burn. So look at this. You can, if we had smell-o-vision, you can smell the shallots, just that deep aroma. You're gonna do this for a minute and a half, and you'll see them just kind of you'll see them get a little translucent. I prefer to cook them a little faster, a little hotter. Some people like to cook them a little slower. I like them a little faster so they can sweat and they can brown just a little bit around the edges. Now that the shallots are nice and a little brown, you're gonna add the garlic. Lots and lots of garlic. So I usually like to season my meat with salt, pepper, but when it comes to shrimp, oh, I love the Creole seasoning. Gives it a little, unique flavor when it comes to shrimp scampi. So we're gonna not overdo it, but we're gonna put that much, and then we're gonna mix it together with a little bit of dog hair. I'm gonna put the shrimp right on to the pan. Now, this may sound odd. A lot of way the shrimp scampi is made is cooking them all separated, but I prefer to put them all together, and then this little mixture that I got from the shrimp scampi, I'm gonna pour it right in and let it kind of steam the shrimp a little bit. Let that steam those shrimps. Alright, my favorite part is butter. We try to go 4 tablespoons per pound of shrimp. This is 2 pounds of shrimp. We're gonna let it just melt. Trust me, it's gonna be delicious. I love sauce. Whenever I don't get enough sauce of anything, I'm not a happy guy. Neither is Mooch. So we like to make it extra saucy, because with the spaghetti, actually with the linguine we're gonna be using, that extra sauce just makes it so much better. We're also gonna add a little bit of lemon juice, freshly squeezed or store-bought. And don't worry, the shrimp are not gonna be rubbery, overcooked. I'm cooking them nice and slow. Last but not least, do add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and just kind of to your taste. But I will put the recipe on the description. Water gets into boil, you add some salt to it, mix it a little bit, and then you're gonna put your linguine. I am feeding quite a bit of people, so I'm gonna use it all. 5 minutes till it's al dente. A lot of times, reading the instructions on this is really important because they know what they're talking about. All right, lastly, you need some parsley. It's very important, it's very delicious. It adds that little flavor to the dish. It's not one of those that I'm just gonna sprinkle on top to make it look pretty. I'm actually going to incorporate it into the sauce. So I like to, after I washed it and I let it dry for a second, I just do it a rough chop. The way that I'm holding my knife, here, extension of your hand. And then you use this to rock it back and forth. And then once that's rocking back and forth, you can get faster. You can eventually just use your fingers to chop it faster. And then you just scoot it back. We're not looking for super fine, but we want to not be this big. And then you're just going to add the parsley to the sauce. Save a little bit towards the end. You can put it on top, get that little fresher look, because this parsley is not going to look super green once it's all incorporated. Now by this time, the burner's already off. I'm just letting it all kind of soak in. The sauce is not super thick. I like it a little runny, so it can go through the shrimp into the linguine. And then we're just gonna set up the plating. Oh, look at that. Perfect. I personally like to put the shrimp on first, and then I like to pour the sauce right above it. Oh, yeah. Lastly, it's just scooping up that delicious sauce, and you're bathing it each and every plate. Oh, like that.
Thanks again for watching Cooking with Chucho. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I will let you know this is my first YouTube video cooking. I want to eventually incorporate Chucho a little more in the cooking and make a little more dog-friendly meals that we can share. I am open to advice, suggestions. I don't consider me a pro or an expert. I want to learn. I want to keep learning. And if you have any recipes that you want me to do, jot them down in the comment section below. And thank you so much. My challenge is to make one video a year for the next year. Thank you.